So coming back. Then we got then we got inside and started going down and we got to this place and it was like, oh, it's cool now, because it's like it's probably outside. 70s. It's probably only in the 70s.
It's humid,
but it is really humid, and so
we're by the Mediterranean Sea, so it makes sense.
My white sweater got some blue on it. I've washed this. I don't understand. Anyways, gross. Just wanted to share that detail with you.
We could expound, but we're not going to here. So they had a tomb of the unknown soldier up at the outside, and we kind of like happened onto changing of the guard, which was a very small ceremony. It was just changing guards. They have 2 guards. And then we were going down and found this really nice, cool place. And it was the inside tomb of the unknown soldier. And it didn't have any guards at it. But it was really cool, and it had...
There were pews around it.
Very cool.
There were pews around it.
And we hung out there because we were hot. It was cool.
And then there was a dome up on the top with this super cool...
St. Barbara? Who knew St. Barbara was a saint?
There was 4.
There were 4. St. Giorgio.
Mosaic. That's the word. The little tile pieces.
Saint...
Marco?
Martina...
M-A-R something.
Mm-hmm. And another one.
Maybe.
And one of them looked like a woman, but Carrie says it was a guy, and he was in an armor, and he had his thing in a alligator.
Oh, yeah. That I think was a dinosaur dragon thing.
Yeah. Crocodile, alligator,
but
dinosaur.
It had like fin
dragon.
things on its back. Like
an alligator?
No, they weren't pointy. Maybe the alligators in the Mediterranean are different.
I wonder if they have alligators in the Mediterranean.
I don't... Well, there's the Nile.
It's a really good thing we have...
There's the Nile.
Yeah, totally. They swim across the Mediterranean over here.
Well, no, but you could go over there and
conquer.
look it up. It's a good thing we have Wi-Fi to look up a lot of things, because we suddenly realized we're not maybe as smart as we thought we were.
Very confused about Italy and what side they were on in World War I and World War II. So feel free to fact check us. But my generic 5-minute research is Italy was on the United States side in World War I, and then in World War II, they were on the Nazi side. They swapped. So, yeah. Feel free to correct us. We went to a World War I building.
But then they had stuff from other times. Like they had a little like
museum.
They had a little section for like from 2003 from the end, well, their end of the Iraq
War. That was super small.
It was very small.
Most of it was World War I, but they had
most
flags.
Of it was flags, actually.
It was a flag shrine. So, like, a lot of places we'd see flag shrine and Tomb of the Unknown Shoulder. Yeah, yes. I would never have called that a shrine unless I had
I thought you made that up.
No. I made up a lot of things today. That was not one of them.
We're reading to each other in Italian.
Because you need a story, otherwise these things mean nothing. So...
I was trying to actually decipher it, and Carla just made it up. Carla's version was so much more interesting.
Well, yeah, because she's like reading me these dates, and I'm like, I don't care what happened in March or November. Like, I mean, I do care, but what was it? She's just reading dates. Yeah, no.
Well,
and
they're
then
the Roman numerals, so
yeah,
I could read it.
So there was an airplane from 1908. Like
it was French. It was the first aircraft
to be in battle. And it did a reconnaissance mission, and then it was the first one to drop a bomb right after its reconnaissance.
It only has 2 front tires and they're bike wheels.
Yeah, there's no
back tires. They literally look like bike wheels. I should have taken a better picture of that.
Yeah. Anyways, it was a 1908 plane, so yeah, really old.
The back just had like metal, like
skids. Yeah.
I don't know how it took off. Probably down a hill.
Yeah, I mean, it had a motor and a propeller, but yeah, I don't know.
Maybe somebody ran with it, the back end of it. Anyways, and then there was a submarine, and then there was a water pig thing. They called it a pig.
They call it a pig.
I mean in Italian, but they translated it for us to pig. That part was translated to English.
Most of the things are also in English, which is really nice.
I don't feel like
everyone speaks English. So
it wasn't enough English for me.
There was, I
wanted to know what some of the things were, and it wasn't.
There wasn't everything wasn't, but a lot of the major signs were in both languages.
Yeah, the big signs, just all the tiny ones. So there was like hundreds of flags in there, and they were
but the pig. The pig. We got to finish the pig.
Okay.
So like that was a boat. That wasn't a submarine.
No, it was subwater.
The pig is, but that other thing was a boat. Anyways, so this pig, it's like like
it
2
looks like a
feet in
torpedo.
diameter, and it looks like a torpedo or a bomb, and it's just long and narrow. And then there's a seat like you would ride a horse.
Wheel. Yes.
And a steering wheel.
Like you would ride a horse.
Like you would ride a horse. And
bareback.
It's called the submarine killer because you go into it, and I imagine it kills the people too.
Yeah, I don't understand
like I'm
this.
sure
It's like a suicide bombing
This
mission.
was not in English. Like the description of the thing was not in English. So another thing for us to research. But yeah, and they had a picture of 2 guys, one scuba gear, one sitting on the torpedo like a horse, and then another one directing it. I don't know, because the one you're sitting and steering, and then there was another guy. Anyways, very interesting. Never seen that before. So
yeah,
lots of flags from lots of different places. Couldn't read what they were necessarily
lots
for.
of places. They were all Italy.
Well, they were all Italy, but like different platoons or battalions or things.
And they had like different year dates, and I thought it was funny because they were like, here's the dimensions. 2 years later, here's the dimensions, so let's show you the next flag. And it looks exactly the same.
Yeah, like, this is my 18-inch flag, and here's my 11-inch flag,
Christmas
and here's my
colors,
21-inch flag.
Yeah.
They also had yellow, so the Italian flag is red, white, and green. And there was a couple that had red, white, and yellow. Very few, though.
They had at least one wall case of flag toppers. Oh, it was just one that was just them. And like little gold, what sits on top. And so those were different for different years too.
Yeah.
But in that room, there was this, it was this beautiful hall. It was very, very, very tall ceilings. And, but the ceiling was cool because it was high, but that's it. The floor was amazing. It was like applique for marble. And it was in spirals. It blew my mind. Thankfully, it wasn't very empty, so I think I got a decent picture of that. I mean, it was very.
It's like we need to go to bed. And so then we finished there, and we walked. We were heading back to the hotel to get food and get into our room, and we kind of walked around some more ruins. We saw some people painting some ruins. Mm-hmm. We found some fountains that have really cold water, which was really nice because we were really hot.
Yeah.
And more ruins of which we don't know what they're called.
Yeah, it blows my mind how like cars. I took a picture of a car. I think that was someone upstairs moving their bed.
Yeah.
A fairly new car just parked, and like behind it is wall ruins. Like just that level of ancient and then modern is just really weird to me. I'm trying to remember where it was in the U.S. that I was just in awe of something really old, and like it couldn't have been that old. Like 200 years old at the most or whatever. I don't know where it was.
The history here is just ancient,
layered, literally.
Yeah, layered compared to like us, where mostly our stuff gets destroyed and it can't be layered, but also our history is not that old.
There are arrowheads under the dirt in Oregon.
Yeah.
And then there's modern civilization.
Yeah.
And a few old chimneys somewhere in the woods.
Yeah. So we found it seemed like there was a lot of restaurants that had the same menu. And then we were
the same pictures of the food.
Checking prices, and then we're just like, whatever, let's just pick one that's, let's sit down. So we found one. We got a margarita pizza and bruschetta, and they're meh. It's not like, wow, we had pizza in Rome.
Yeah,
not at all. It was a margarita, which really was just a cheese pizza.
It had one lone basil leaf in the middle. Yeah. I didn't even share that with you.
No, Carrie ate it. She didn't even ask if I wanted it.
It ended up on my piece.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Bruschetta wasn't even, it was okay. And I kind of wanted gelato, but I really wanted to sleep more. So we came back to the hotel, and we checked in, and we came up to the room, and we were all hot and sweaty, and took a nap anyways. I got woken up in the middle of my nap because I was hot and sweaty, took a shower, and came back to my nap.
And I slept completely 100% through that.
And I'm so ready to go to sleep again. Like, we didn't sleep well before we came, and so yeah. Anyways, hopefully tonight we'll catch up.
Except I'm not tired,
So I'm gonna sleep tonight, and Carrie's gonna, I don't know what, edit the video.
Yeah.
And so then we met 7:15, went down to meet our group, had dinner with them for
2 hours.
2 hours. It was more than 2 hours, 2 hours and 15 minutes, and had a worship thought, I guess, sundown. It was very thought
So the
like
preparation
it was a
for
preparation, but we had prayer and closed
Yeah.
the Sabbath.
preparation for
We had
tour guides.
olives in our salad and potatoes.
Yes, that's a
Um,
new idea
Salted green olives and white potatoes
with lettuce.
with lettuce. Yeah, that was it. Were there carrots? I don't
Maybe.
think so. Anyways, and then we had bruschetta, and then we had pasta with eggplant, and then we had cake that
We
said
had cake.
"Welcome to Rome."
Written in chocolate letters, and I wanted more of the chocolate letters. I got like part of it.
Yeah, she got a very small part. Other people were getting like strawberries on top of their pieces of cake. We got served last. Maybe we'll get served first next time.
I just hope they kept the rest of the cake. I was like, what are they gonna do with that? Doesn't matter, Carrie.
So here we are at the end of Friday,
Day
June
1.
21, day 1. And
Yeah, I guess
We-
the 21st.
haven't even walked 10,000 steps today. So
Oh, I'm so
yeah.
close.
You're so close. You should go run up and down the hallway for 700 steps.
I think
luck with
we've
that.
gone up 18
That's what she's
flights
gonna
now,
do.
according to my Fitbit.
And I'm going to go to bed. So,
Happy Sabbath.
happy Sabbath. Thanks for enduring this long vlog. And stay tuned for more from Carrie and Carla on tomorrow in Rome. Bye.